Hello and welcome to this video where we'll go into ingesting data to the database. So basically I will create a new script here. I'll call it ingest data to database.py. Okay, and I see that it's outside, so I'll move it into backend, move here. So from database, import database. So remember, here in the database, we have the context manager, right? So we will use this context manager in order to ingest data into the database. So we'll open up a database. So from constants, import cleaned data path, we'll import database path. So remember that this exists in the constants, right? They exist there. So I take from constant and I import these two constants like this. Okay. So we'll create. We'll do like this. If done the name equals done the main, then I will run a certain function. Run this ingest CSV data to .db basically, and I will create this ingest. I will just copy this. I can do like this. Shift Alt up button to copy this, and then Alt up button to move it up. So I'll move this up and I will have it here. Okay, so I will create this database now. So basically here, so for directory path, I will show you step by step. For directory path in cleaned data path dot glob star. And what this is, I will show you here. Print directory path. Okay, so if I run this one, what will happen? Error because, let's see, syntax error. Let me see. Okay. Inside here, clean data path dot path dot glob. Let me see why. Directory. Let me remove this one and see what will happen here. Still, POSIX path object is not iterable. Let's see. Then let's check into constants. What we have here. We have path.parent. We have. Let me check here. We have clean data, right? We have clean data path. We have path done the file .parent / clean data. And then here we have directory path in clean data path. Okay, let's do like this. Remove this one and print clean data path, basically. I'll just do this first in order to... Okay, let me see what I get. When I run this one, I get backend clean data. Oh, that's good. What if I do .glob star? What will I get? Let's see, glob star. Oh, right, I missed quotations here. So now I get the generator object. Perfect. So it's this generator object that I can iterate through, right? So remove the print and I will loop through this one. So for directory path in, so basically this is a wildcard character that matches all the names inside of this folder. So inside of this folder, all these names or all these paths will be iterated through using this for loop, right? So this directory path will get all of these here. So then I can show this by printing directory path. So if I print directory path, you see that here is all the names, right? So all the paths. And from this one, I can pick out the schema name. So schema name, schema name equals to, so what do I want to be as my schema name? Well, I want to have each of these. So for example, datum, I want this to be a schema name. I want enhetstyp to be a schema name. And then inside of those will be my table names. So that is how I want to organize my database. So I want to have each of these as schemas. So I want to have datum as schema, enhetstyp as schema, geography as schema, and I want to have these CSV files into tables. That is the hierarchy I want for this database. So schema name is directory path dot name. So if I print out my schema name, let's see what I get. So schema name like this, and print. What do I want to print? I want to print the schema name, and I run this one. And you see that, yes, I get all this. That is perfect. However, I want them to have the similar, I want them to be lower. So if I run this one, they are lowercase. And I can also do like this. You see that they have they have a lot of Swedish characters inside. So I want to remove that actually. So I need to do .translate, and in that I will put in a translation table, so that each the Swedish characters, I want them to be translated so that they have other characters in the English dictionary or English alphabet. So here we have translation table equals to string. So it's inside of string, there's a make trans, and here I will do a dictionary on O. This character I want to be A, and then I want A will also be translated to A, and we have will be translated into an O, like this. So then I do this, we can see if it changes. I run this one, we see here in hull with O has become in hull with A. That's perfect, that is what I wanted. So note that how do I do when I do larger scripts? Well, I test each step, and that is what you should do also. Whenever you're creating something larger, test each step and see that the result is what you expect, right? So we printed this one, so I don't need to print it again. I know that I get the schema name now. So then I will go into each of these. So for each of the directory, there is still a lot of tables, right? So and each of those paths inside is the CSV files, right? So these are, let's see, these are the CSV files. So that is what I want. So for the CSV path in directory path dot log star. So inside of each of the CSV paths, we will print out the CSV path just to see what we get. So here you see that, yes, we're inside of innehåll, we get diagramdata, innehåll, tabelldata, innehåll totalt. We get geografi, diagramdata, etc. Right? So perfect, we get all the tables. So the CSV or the paths to the tables. So then I can do like csv.name, right? And we can see that here are all the table names. And similar here, I will do dot lower, and we see it becomes lower, and I will do dot split. I will remove the CSV. So dot, and we can see that we get the name and we get CSV. So then we can just pick out the 0, right? So then we get only the table names, and here we do the translation. So translate, translation table, and we remove all the like for example here it was tabeldata underscore Sean, now it's tabeldata underscore Koon. That is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. So now I don't need to print anymore. So note my approach. I always print it out to see what I get. Then I put it into the variable I need, right? So here it's the table name equals to this. So then it's time to open the database. So with database, this is from, remember this is from the database where we have imported the database. So here we place the database path, and it's a context manager, so I open it up as DB. So here we can do db.query, because there is a query method inside of this class, inside of this object that we have created. So db.query, what do I want to query? Well, basically I want to query, I want to create a schema. So I will do an f-string, create schema, if not exists. Schema name. So here we have schema name, right? And we add if not exist in order to make this idempotent. And this term means that if it, when we run this command several times, it will create the same. So then we have this. So I want to continue. So remember that in the with statement, we have opened a connection to the database, so we can create several queries. And then when we're outside of the with statement, the connection closes because we go into dunder exit in the class, right? So db.query. And here I want to have another f-string, but I will do a multi-line f-string. So it's 3 quotes instead of 1. So we have create table if not exists, schema name, dot table name, and then we have as select star from read CSV auto, and here it needs a quote as well, so I'll do small quotes to distinguish between this quote and the larger quotes. So here I put in from my f string CSV path, basically. So CSV path, this is the path to the file, right? Path to each of these files. So then we select from that, create tables with the schema name dot table name, which we cleaned out, right? So we can do semicolon here and basically run this. And we see we got a youtube.db, and it's inside of backend. So let's check this out a little bit with DuckDB. So DuckDB, let me see where I am first. I will go into backend, DuckDB, youtube.db, and then I can do desk to see, yes, I got the data inside. That is great. So I can do like select star from innehall.totalt like this, and we see that, oh great, I could query the data. So I have now ingested all my data into this database. So, and with this I will leave the backend part, I will go into the SQL part later in the next video. So see you in the next video. Bye.